Hey guys, LockBreakGaminz here, and today I'll be playing around with Megacolony in ranked fight. Pretty late, I know, but better late than never. Really like Megacolony actually, but since it isn't too viable in rank, it might not go too well, so expect some losses. So here's my main build for Megacolony. Pretty default build, running like a hybrid Giraffa, since the grade 2's Vanguard on hit skill is very good, and I have the grade 3 here since I don't have 4 of the main good right, I only have 3 of them, so I have him here as a substitute, so I can get an 11k base Vanguard if I have him in the soul. I also run him, Master Fraud, because the Soul Blast 3 to draw is so good, especially since it's on any hit, even rear guards, and it's a rear guard skill as well, like he doesn't have to be the Vanguard, and I can fill the soul with Machining Mosquito. So yeah, I'm not running the machining build for my main Megacolony deck. Like, I feel it's kind of clunky. It's too piece reliant. I also chose Battler-C since he's the only other option, The other one is the Giraffa right chain, which is super bad. So I show you my machining as well, since I'll be doing one game machining, one game of my regular one, just for fun. See how it fares up against Break, right? So yeah. So first game we have against Shadows. On JP's side of things, Shadows is actually popping off with Revengers. Pretty hyped for that. If it does drop, like when it drops on global. So we got a pretty decent hand. Grade 1, grade 2, the main grade 3, a Kanga. So it seems to be running the default Overlord deck. Don't know why he has default sleeves as well though. Good old Javelin. So my Paralyze actually might not be too good against Shadows here, since he can just retire them. Yep, so he can just retire them, so he isn't affected by them. By them I mean Paralyze. Like the Paralyzed units. Okay. Everything's pretty default so far. I really wish there was like a 2 times speed. Like, I understand it's online, so it's hard to put it at 2 times and maintain a good connection. But the animations are super slow sometimes, so. Okay, we got a stand, but he hits past defensive anyways. And a top deck crit, that's very cool. So turn 2 I'm already at 3, that's very cool. And I have to go against a 12k rear guard, which I actually can't, so that's cool as well. Yeah, I think I lost this game actually. He got lucky with the crit. I don't have much boosters. He costs a 12k, so yeah. I mean, Megacolony being bad is one thing, but my luck on the other hand. So it doesn't matter now whether he rides Dark Matter Dragon or Phantom Blaster Dragon. He just needs to get crits after crits, you know. Crit strong. You know, apes together strong kind of scenario. Just get a crit for it. And he gets a stand. So if he gets another trigger and I don't, okay, so okay, going down to 5. Thank you for the heal. Gives me a ray of light that I thought I'd never see. So the only positive is his Vanguard is a 10k. Let's ride you. Okay, let's call you, then put you into this. I realize it's not worth it. Should I call double intercepts? Ah, screw it. I don't actually have the soul in order to activate master skill, but it's fine. We can wait till next turn. So the good old paralyze. Unfortunately he only has one target, a PG please. A grade 2 is fine as well. Okay. Not going too badly as I thought it would. 3 to 4. He doesn't have PBD or PBO. Never mind, he does have a PBO. But does he have the Persona Blast though? Thank God Blaster Dark is only on Vanguard ride skill. Not like Blaster Blade. Pretty cool. I don't know why he caught a grade 3 there for. I guess he could use it for Counter Blast. But it's kind of useless since now Blaster Dark's just sitting there doing nothing. Okay, no trigger, so let's save for another day. And he has no hand. I'm not sure how he even got to this scenario, man. I think he just overcommitted too many what's it called, units. So yeah, you shouldn't have called him in the first place. You could like pretend you had a PG in hand, or at least like leave him on the field for when you really need the retire, since Blaster Dark could just get rid of the dude anyways. We'll right skip. Call this dude. And this dude. No need for that. Can just go straight into it. Although next turn I only have 1 intercept, so that's pretty bad. And all he needs to do is just deal 1 damage to me. But I can just keep his full bow on lockdown. Okay. All hope is restored with that heal. Since now he has to get rid 2 intercepts and deal 2 damage past a PG. So that's impossible. So he can't win this turn. Let's see though. If he gets the 9k grade 3, it goes into another unit. He might have a chance. Fair enough, since I'm just gonna keep full bow on lockdown. Or is it Doran bow? Doran bow, okay. Mix up all the names there. Okay, so he's gonna bring me down to 5 or invoke my PG if he gets a crit. Hopefully he doesn't get a heal. But I have a feeling he will. I draw into a PG, that's cool. Do you want to get a heal trigger as well? Oh, that's the PG. Okay, now we should win. Or at least it's kind of lining up for me to win here. Never mind, I lied. His Vanguard is base 11, so my master dude can't hit. Let's call you and you. Swing into Vanguard. So this is when you should retire my rear guards, you know. Ah, man. How many triggers do I have? 4. Let's just paralyze you. Okay, we got a stand. So you're gonna push for a PG or a game. I feel bad for this shadow player. He didn't do too well here. Oh, he did get a PG. So my prediction of a draw into a PG was correct. He did get a draw trigger into a PG. Very cool. Granted, he still can't win here. The only way he can win, he gets the grade 3 that superior calls, and his superior calls into a 11k unit. That's all. I would have called Sharon to the side, but okay. Get a crit for the BM. How many heals that he said? Oh, okay, I kind of slugged that. Okay, so he gave up. Kind of expected there. Didn't really get to show off Megacolony there, but oh well. Okay, so we're against Aqua Force next. I'm just gonna run again with my main MC team. MC standing for Megacolony. Okay, pretty decent hand here. Megacolony actually kind of counters Aqua Force, mainly because of the Diamante / Basil paralyze. Since it retreats to the back row and they're heavily reliant on the 4th attack, you can just paralyze that, you know. But Aqua Force draws so much that they might as well not have that penalty at all, you know. They can just call a new one. And Eric here isn't affected by my paralyze, you know. So if I write this next turn, even if I paralyze him, he can just go to the soul anyways. So good thing I drew another grade 3 since glory is a thing. Okay, he's riding all his self damages. He probably doesn't have too good of a hand. He's probably lacking either a Maelstrom or 4th attacker. Okay. The good old penguin soldier. I would have called him to the side actually, since Maelstrom doesn't really need a booster. Ooh, he messed up. He called a grade 2 down in the back row against a Megacolony deck. Ooh, guess what? Your Coral Assault is never gonna see the light of day. Ooh, he's never gonna ever attack anybody. You should never ever call a grade 2 or higher unit in the back row against Megacolony. That's just a quick tip. Granted, you'll never face against a lot of Megacolony decks, so now his Coral Assault is useless. I can keep it locked depending. We won't get a limit break for a long time though, so it's only for this turn that Coral Assault is useless, unless I keep it locked down with Battler C. Okay. His Basil. He just called it down, probably showing that he has so many 4th attack enablers that it's not a problem. Draw trigger, pretty pog. Okay, good, a great one. Almost rode the wrong thing. So let's try to limit break deny him, even though he's probably filled with self enablers or damage enablers. I'm considering whether I should use Battler C. Maybe not. Whatever, man. YOLO, as the kids say these days. I do run like the cheeky tree stance. I guess if it's tree, it's not that cheeky, but you get what I mean, you know. It's not a full draw deck. Like I don't really like the idea of a full draw deck. Like it feels too passive, you're not aggressive enough. And I really like stance for the final 5 damage push. Okay. He seems to have given up on Coral Assault, just calling a unit in front of it. For some reason. Okay. I would have actually called the Coral Assault in front of the Coral Assault, because I will get rid of the intercept. Definitely I have to if I want to deal damage, but I don't have to get rid of the Maelstrom, so if I don't kill this Maelstrom, he's in a predicament where he has 2 non-boosters in the same column. So he has to retire one of his own accord. Whereas if I kill the Coral Assault, he can just move up his Coral Assault, you know? Like you kind of get what I'm saying. Kind of unfortunate I got a heal there, but it's whatever. And there's no self damages for Megacolony, so very fun. Let's call you down. We kind of want to take damage, but I'm afraid he will push too hard next turn. So we might just do this. Okay, read PG. It's okay if he doesn't give me limit break. Granted, he probably will. Draws pretty good into a PG. Okay, into a boosters is very good as well. And now we'll hit plus defensive. Okay. And we'll give him limit break, so he'll clear my board. If he has a 4th attack enabler, which he guarantees has one with that large hand size. Although his column here is pretty bad. Although he can just easily replace it without losing much. Or you can write Glory, to be honest. You can call 4th attack enabler, Glory, and then, you know, do the thing. Oh, does he not have Diamantis or Basil? Why the hell did he call it back there? I don't think he knows how to play Aqua Force. Now, why do you call the self-damager back there? Like I get is to prevent like overdrawing, but I'm sure you have other units. Okay. It seems he doesn't have a bezel or diamantes, so it's kind of weird he caught the bezel there to act as an intercept earlier. Very weird, but it is what it is, I guess. But now I'm going to lose the resource war against Aquaforce, so let's call you, you, and you. So we can paralyze the whole board with my Vanguard swing here. And we can get the draw off of Master Fraud. I really like the selective Soul Blast. So against, when I'm using Cross Ride, I'm unaffected by it. Because whenever I play Coral, I always Soul Blast the Fresh Start Coral, the Grade 3 base Coral, you know? It always happens, it's so frustrating. Okay, a stand. So if no, we'll force a PG out of his hand. And, oh, never mind. And now we paralyze his whole back row. Against Aquaforce, this is super damaging, since they really need their back row. For the Diamante swap, for the booster, for the regular swing, regular rearguard swing, since Aquaforce's rearguards are super weak, they're almost always 8Ks, so they need a booster to hit, like for example my Bloody Hercules. So now he's in a very bad situation, and I can keep these two in lockdown. As you can see, he needed to retire his own in order to hit my Bloody Hercules or my Vanguard, because his Vanguard, his rearguard is 8K. Okay, so we are going to lose if we don't get a trigger here. Okay, so we just lose. Since this is a 16K column, and then his Vanguard gets plus 5K for free. So I need to get a heal, which I have one of. I should have caught double, what's it called, intercepts, but I was a fool. I was greedy for the master draw. It is what it is, and he gets another heal. That's 3 non with heals, by the way. And Lord knows how many draws. Yep. Okay, so I feel like I kind of showed off Megacolony there by paralyzing his whole back row. Megacolony isn't exactly a denial deck, but what's it called? Hand control. So now we'll move on to machining. Just one game though, since machining isn't really my favorite. Like, machining is good in a sense, it's not limit break reliant, but it's very piece reliant, and the grade 0 doesn't have a forerunner. So yep. So this is actually a pretty good hand. You know, we got a full machining lineup. Would have been good if this was a PG, but oh, against the gold paladin Vortimer. Okay, not the shadows variant, just the pure gold. Okay, just double checking if it's really shadows, cause I don't play much what's it called? I don't play much Shadow Paladin, so I'm not sure if this is like actually a Shadow Paladin unit. Like, seems like can be played in a Shadow Paladin deck. I knew it could, but I just wanted to verify it. Since in the anime, Ren never used Shadow Paladin with Fatima. And I was just like binge watching the reruns of the Asia circuit. Let's see what he gets. Will he get I don't know, I'll be a good target. A Dendrine? But he get double Dendrines. Chrome Jailer. Unfortunate. But at least you hit past defensives anyway, so that's good, I guess. Draw trigger? Nope, my PG. At least it wasn't an intercept. Let's ride you. Let's call you down. Should we get greedy with the Mantis? Why not? Okay. Pushing him to 3. Okay, this kind of a weird mix. All of a sudden, Gancelot Liberator. It's like the color scheme is so different. Let's see, is it a Spec Duke? Blue Berries? Okay. Kinda weird. I get you want to play around with break rides, but interesting. Gonna get a crit. Can I get a defensive so he doesn't hit to fall? Okay, very good. A PG. A grade 2 is good as well. So now we'll get to see the ideal machining play with the grade 2 and the grade 0. Oh, let's go through another grade 3 machining. So we call these two. Bop, bop. The end restands the Mantis, or whatever his name is, the stack beetle, armor beetle. Then the armor beetle puts the end back for use next turn when you ride the grade 3 machining again. Very tempted to call Hell Spider here, so I can paralyze Chrome Jailer. So we'll just call Vesper and hope for grade 1. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we got a grade 1 at least, but oh no. So we'll definitely push him to 5, unless he gets a heal, which will be very disappointing. Get a stand trigger maybe, so I can kill you off his Chrome Jailer. Okay, cool. My foresight was correct. A heal trigger to his rescue. Pretty cool. And now he is the perfect damage to break right. What is his grade 3 lineup, man? We got Gancelot Liberator, we have Azel, we have Chrome Jailer, we have Gigantech Destroyer. And he tops deck the Blaster Spirit. Wow, I think this is a done deal here. No PGs in hand as well. Yeah, this is the power of luck. Him getting the heals. Him top decking the spirits with blue berries. Okay, so that brings me to only 5, so hope to live another day. I have no more heals, right? 1 heal. A PG, please. I mean, might as well just kill my Vesper, right? So there's actually no way for me to win here. Unless I get a stand trigger. So let's call you down. And call an intercept. The restand. And then the putting back of the end to paralyze you. But I still lose, so because even if he doesn't get spirit, he can still get rid of 2 intercepts and swing for game. Unless I get a heal here or a draw into a PG, which is both possible. Okay, a heal, that's pretty cool. So it all depends on if he gets a spirit here. If he does, with his 1 chance at counter blasting, it is what it is, you know? Very interesting to see a Vortimer, Azo, Chrome Jailer, Brick Ride variant of goals, but okay, he still has another chance to get spirits here. He only has revealed 2, please don't get another spirit. Okay, he's not picking immediately, so it's not spirit. At least I hope not. Oh, he baited me. So let's see, do you have a booster? You don't? Oh, not that you need it, never mind. I forget my Vanguard is only 10k. Well, the PG for the BM as well. At the end of the day, if your luck is trash, it doesn't matter what the deck is, right? So yeah, that's it for Megacolony. As expected, it doesn't do well at all. I was hoping to go against some Narukami actually, but it is what it is. We faced against like a kind of noobish Shadow, a kind of noobish Aqua Force, but Aqua Force is strong enough to carry anyways, and a very weird mix of gold, and we still lost all, so except for the shadows, but not sure if I count that as a win. So yeah, pretty long video, that's enough talking. I'll end it now. Bye bye.